Today is January 30th, Thursday, 2025. Today I took two trades. I've been pretty sick since last Sunday, so just starting to feel a little bit better. I'm telling my voice, I feel like absolute scheisse. But I'm gonna do a recap for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then today's recap, which is the 30th. So total recap is the 27th, 28th, 29th, and then today's the 30th. Um, 30th, which was Monday, I tried to hop on the market just to see if I could trade, but I just felt like absolute ass, and I basically slept through everything because I couldn't keep my attention on anything, so I didn't trade on Monday. Tuesday, I felt a little bit better, still very sick. I took a stab, two trades I tried to take, and I just felt super fuzzled, like really fuzzy. And I kind of felt like I didn't know what I was doing, so I called it. After taking the two trades, um, it seemed like, to be honest, I felt like I didn't know why I took the trades. So that's really a big thing. If I'm not really feeling like, if I'm sick or if I'm just not feeling it for the day, don't trade because it really inflicts on how you trade and how you think, how you interpret data. So just be a little bit more aware. I shouldn't have traded on Tuesday, but you know, you live and you learn. So now I know for next time not to do that again. I learned my lesson from that. But I took so Monday no trades. Tuesday I took two trades. That was $31.50 loss. And then on the 29th, Wednesday, I took one trade, and it worked out in my favor about 8 points. And I was targeting at least 10 to 15 points, 10, 15 to 20 possibly. But moved 8 points in my favor. Unfortunately, it rallied back up, stopped me out. But I did protect myself, and I put my stop to break even, where I just basically just pay for the fee, which was $5. So just lost $5 on that. And then today's we'll move on to today's recap. Today was pretty crazy. Lots of movement. Let's quickly fast forward here. So as you can see, we go. As you can see, the market at 8:30, you know, making higher lows, and something that I wanted to, or I was possibly looking at the scenario, and it was funny because as this was forming, I was just thinking of Carmen. Like, um, the main thing that really sparked my interest for this type of scenario that I'll describe here in a second is Dylan was saying that basically, so bulls are in control. We're making higher lows and higher highs, and and then in that instant, I was thinking, okay, market is, there's strong buying coming into the market, and um, market's making higher lows. And I was thinking, so right around 8:36, the market rallied to the upside, and I was thinking, hey, if we get a pullback, um, around this 90 area, um, then I'd possibly look to take the market long. And I saw it develop right in front of my eyes, and for some reason I just didn't take it. Um, this is really the first time that I've seen a type of scenario like this play out. So I never really experienced it. Today is like really the first day where I can learn from that and um, hopefully implement this into my trading where if I see buyers are in control, then obviously, I want to be buying the pullbacks. I don't want to be catching a knife here. So, and on a pullback, I can look to enter long, speculating that, hey, we're making higher lows. We got buyers that are really strong in the market. I'm gonna get into the market right now before it reaches my supply. Um, I can speculate like that, but another reason I just didn't enter, I didn't see any crazy confirmation once it pulled back to the 90s. And at the same time, I kind of felt like I was not super focused, and at the same time, not really interested in it. Once again, because I've never, you know, had that type of scenario pop up in my head. But we can kind of see what happened here right at 8:40-ish. It's really right now. So as the market pulls back near into the 90 area, slow this down, see what happened here. So you can see, so we had strong buying coming into the market around 8:36. We had um, consolidation. This is something that I noticed too. So I like at this very moment, I was okay, this is kind of looking good, but I don't have any like really strong confirmation to take this long. And I just, I was a little fuzzy. I wasn't, it's the first time seeing this, yada yada. But um, the market's making higher lows. We got higher low. We got this here, which is the start. Another one here, and then we're forming another one. The market pulls down, consolidates at a really nice base. It doesn't really, there's no dramatic drops. Nice little, it's basically consolidates in a flat line, and the market rallies up, and it's beginning to, consolidate in a flat line once again, and then buying steps in, and then we rally to the upside. So that was one of the scenarios where, I'll look to implement this. One of Carmen's setups that he plays is that he'll take a trade in a supply and demand at a support or resistance, and a setup that he usually sometimes takes um, is before the market reaches his supply or demand, he'll enter into a position speculating that the market will go into, let's say for this example, market looking at the context, market's making higher lows and higher highs. I'm going to get into the market, down here speculating that the market will rally to the upside since there's a lot of buyers, um, that it'll rally up into my supply and I can take profit there. So it's basically getting into the market before the market reaches your supply, and you can use your supply as a target price. Another one that we'll look at here is market rallied up around 8:49. So market rallied up at 8:49 into my supply very, very nicely. Nice little double top. Um, for some reason, I didn't take it short. I felt like I was not super interested at it for some reason. And I think a part of the reason was because I was actually looking to take it long, speculating that, hey, if we have really, really strong buying coming into the market, it's pretty aggressive for me. And if we can consolidate here and show that buyers are still interested, I'll look to take it long, potentially targeting the 61.21 area. And I think I was a little bit biased on taking it short because I was thinking, hey, I want to see buyers um, hold this area for me to take it long, and that might have skewed my um, my intake of information that the market was providing me to take it short, but we'll quickly go through this and see if we saw anything to take the market short. 851. Oh, boom. So, like, right there. As the market was pulling up, we get a nice 350 delta that just smashed right in. We get a 243. 243 volume that came into the market. Pretty aggressive selling coming in right there. Right there, so that 350 just turned into 455, showing that there is an aggressive seller in the market, showing that there is a seller even in the supply, showing that obviously there's a seller pushing into the market and the buyer's got to defend against this. And then we do get a second retest up into this area, this little double top right here. At 856. I want to watch this. That negative delta is growing. Remember, it started at 350, now it's at 542 at that 6107 level. Got more aggressive selling there. Got aggressive. Somebody hit the ask pretty hard there. So at 56, market rallies back up. Let's see what happens here. The bids aren't really the bids. Noticing it now. The the buyers, the bid section is very thin. We don't have any really crazy numbers, and as we're coming up to the highs for our second retest, we're not getting any aggressive, anything crazy. I mean, we have a 243 that came in, but there's nothing really aggressive coming in. There's a participant that's a lot more aggressive on the sell side, and not really aggressive participants on the buy. And boom, the market just swept. As it swept, everything just damn. So this is basically what I was looking at the very moment. Um, as the market sold off, this was at the 9:10. This was at 8:06. So 9:06. This is a scenario that I think I recorded it in the past. Um, let's see here, right there. If you didn't catch that, so the market swept down, consolidated for quite literally, what is this? From here to what? 40? Right here. So in this area, as the market swept down, let's go back a little bit. The market consolidated for about 4 seconds, and then it sold off. Yeah, it was right there. Anyway, market consolidated. As I was observing the market and I saw the push lower, um, I saw something out of the ordinary, and the reason it caught my eye is because it consolidated here about 4 seconds, then we had a really, really strong drop to the downside, and I just thought that that was really interesting to me, so I marked it up. I believe, let's see here, right, this, this, no, it's at the hundreds. So after I didn't see, or I guess wasn't able to formulate anything to take it short, after the market sold off, I was looking, okay, we have a really aggressive selling. Now I'm going to look short because one, we just sold off from a very nice supply, which, I was looking to, I would only be looking to short if we could reject this supply, which we did. So there's my first piece of context. Um, if the market rallied up and supported this level, I wouldn't be looking to short, showing that buyers are in control. But since we rejected off of this supply, then now I'm interested in taking the market short, and the market just moved too fast for me to really formulate anything to take it short out of this area. But as we push lower out of this supply up here, and then as we push lower, I saw this, I guess you call it anomaly, something out of the ordinary, um, consolidated there for about 4 seconds, around the 99 range, and then immediately swept lower. So I just saw that as something weird. And another thing that you could, one of my examples in the past was the same type of scenario where there's really, really aggressive selling coming into the market. And I just take this bubble, for instance, 820 negative delta coming into the market. If, let's say, see, we have this bubble up here, it's 385, and then we have a 400, and then if we just see a really, really massive number, let's just say this bubble right here is like 1200, I could draw up a line and then see if how the market reacts, if it does come back and retest into this area to see if the seller is going to defend his area. And this is actually a scenario that Carmen played off of, and I took his example and I think I posted it. But this is looking at it now, this is the same type of scenario in the past where I've seen it work, and it was the first time that I've ever seen it where the market pulls to the downside. We have really big negative delta coming into the market. The market comes back up and retests right where this big um, negative delta was, and the seller defends this price, and then we move lower. This is basically the same type of scenario, not an aspect of a really big delta, but this is just an anomaly, um, something that just looked out of the ordinary. Excuse my reach. This is not the right level. Let me delete this piece of shit. It wasn't at the 87s. It was not at the 97s. It was at the 87s. It was this point right here. So as the market swept down lower, this is what I noticed right here. We have really aggressive selling, and then the market basically pauses for about 4 seconds, consolidation, and then we sell off lower. This is what caught my eye right here. So as soon as I saw that, I drew it up. I wanted to see how the market reacts. We come back into it, we touch it perfectly, and then we sell off lower. And then right about there, right here, I took my first trade. I took it short, and the reason I took it short was, I didn't really, not that I was scared of missing out. I knew that there was still a chance the market could pop to the upside, a few points and then come to the down. But I guess the way that I was thinking was I can get into the market right now, and I'm not going to miss the move. And two, even if the market rallies to the upside, I can get in at a better price and still have a very minimal um, a very minimal risk, and I'll just get in at a better price. So I looked at it as a win-win because I can get into the market right now, and because you never know where the market could head. So I can get into the market right now, and still potentially and still not miss the move, or I could not get in and then I'll miss the move. But for this instance, I got in, I got stopped out, and then um, immediately afterwards, the market rallied up, stopped me out, and I got in short right here. Let me push lower. Retested back into that zone. So break this down one more time. As the market swept lower, I noticed about a 4 second pause or a consolidation period, and I marked that up. I viewed that as, a possible area where the market could come back and retest since we had some consolidation there. Market swept lower. Market retested perfectly into that zone, sold off aggressively. We retested again. This is where I got my first short, and I got stopped out. And after the market rallied back up, how much of a difference is this in time? 58, 58, set at 11:58. So as the market rallied up, stopped me out, and as it moved downwards, I got filled right at 88, 88.25, I believe. At 89.25. So as the market rallied to the upside and it pulled back down, I got in short with my stop above at the 91s. So that was about a 90s. So that was about a 2 point stop loss that I had for this targeting these 74s. Um, got in short, and then immediately afterwards we came back up. We sold off. Market did its thing for a while, and during the whole entire time, my emotions were really, really steady. Yeah, I was really calm. I just didn't. I, it's weird to say, but for some reason, I didn't care if, like, I didn't care if the trade would work or not. I was just thinking, if it doesn't work, whatever. I don't really care. Like, I was just at a good carefree state of mind where it felt like, the first trade I took, it didn't really affect me to take the second trade. So I was just really calm and I was just at a carefree state of mind where, it didn't affect me at all. And as the market rallied back up, I still had my stop there. Um, I had a really good entry. No point of me trying to get out of the market, overthinking it. I didn't even overthink it. I stuck with it. I wanted to see if this type of setup would work. And in this instant, it did. And then I ended up putting my stop at 74.25, which is right above this 2 hour here. So I placed my stop or my sellout right at the 74s, right above the demand. And the reason I didn't put it exactly at 60.73.25, which is the top of the demand, I just felt more comfortable placing it, about a point above. Um, and the market afterwards, we just sold off very aggressively, right into my target. That was a 14 point gain, so that was $75 minus the minus the fee, which turned into $70. So this one trade, 14 point, covered all of my losses for this week. So on Tuesday, two trades, $31.50. Um, and then Wednesday, $5 loss, one trade. And then today, my one losing trade, which was a $25 loss, I believe. Was it a 25? Let's see here. 88. So it was a 2 points, so 510. It's 15. It was a $15 loss. So this one 14 point trade covered all of my losses for this week. And my losses for the week were, so that's 15. So that's 40, 46, 46, 50. Yeah, so $50. $50 I lost this week. And this one trade, 14 point trade, $70 profit, wiped out all of those losses plus $20 profit on top. That just shows that, you could trade like absolute ass and then have one good trade. As long as you trade in probabilities, that one trade can wipe everything out. But if I'm trading in not high probabilities, I'm just taking a bunch of random positions, then it's not going to work in the aspect of, well, eventually one of these trades is going to wipe out all my losers. It doesn't work like that if I don't take trades and probabilities. Um, but yeah, that basically wraps everything up. Two trades for today, one loser, $15 loss, and one winner, $70 profit. And yeah, just really tried to continue to do this tomorrow. Just come in patient, waiting for your levels to hit. looking for stuff out of the ordinary like this. And yeah, that basically wraps it up.